Good morning. And as we discussed earlier, how exactly we could do a name correction as per numerology. Now, most of you guys might be wondering how exactly to, get the values for alphabets. Because if this is something new to you, then you would be lost, as in how could an alphabet have a value. But for doing numerology, what you require to do, you need to either follow some kind of a theory I would say it is very important to follow some kind of a theory. Let it be Pythagorean, let it be Kiros. So, what I would suggest, stick to Kiros. Now, the difference between the Pythagorean and the Kiro theory is use the Pythagorean theory as in if you're using this book, if you're referring to this book, uh, use it only for the karmic analysis because numerology is not just, naming something or else branding something as per the values, but numerology also holds a lot of karmic patterns, your karmic cycles for the entire life, what exactly is stored in the form of pinnacles. This is what is followed in the Pythagorean theory, which was invented by Juno Jordan. So she was a master of numerology, and I refer to most of her books when we, started numerology. This was one of the theories which we followed to do karmic analysis, which is not covered by people here. You would only see people talking about, okay, you're a three born, go ahead and place yourself on a 369 category, and you'll get wow, all the wonders possible with the 369. But that's not the fact. If it was that easy, I guess videos were not just made to, give information. Videos are also made to get consultations. So if you're going to give the complete information, I guess you wouldn't get, any information. But yes, as I've said, I've come with a very different point of view, wherein I'd like to give you most of the information so that you will be equipped. Now we'll do this video, it would be a little lengthy video. So doing a name correction, first what we took a date of birth and we wrote the entire name, we write down the entire name. Now, as we said, each and every alphabet, each and every letter has a value. Now, in the Pythagorean, when you talk about the Pythagorean theory that is in this book, or is in any of the books which refer to the Pythagorean theory, A is considered as A, J, and S. However, if you refer to Kiros, it is mentioned as the value for A would be AIJQY. This would be the value given to A. You need to follow the Kiros system. Okay. There are many softwares online which will give you all the information about the calculation and how exactly to go ahead and do that. The second step which you need to follow after writing all the values under your name, say you have a first name, a second name, and a third name. Like for me, my name would be Crescentia Wilson. So I'll write the values for all. I'll write each and every number. It'll sum up to a 32. After which I'll write the values for Wilson, which is a 28, which comes up to a 1 after going ahead and adding it up. So the totality of my name would be a 32 plus a 32 plus the 28. Then I'll sum the entire thing up. And when I'll see it, the final figure would be a 5 plus 1, which is equals to 6. Now, for most of y'all, you might be wondering how exactly would we know that which is a specific number to go ahead and place our names on, because this is something which is not spoken about online. Most of the people they speak about, as I said, they'll talk about your numbers, they'll talk about the planets, how greatly to go ahead and check that place your name on this specific number. Say one is placed in this specific house, wow, so sun is placed over here, go ahead and place your name. They don't bother to actually see how strong the sun is. Let me give you one very good example. For example, you got my name calculation as a 32 plus the 28. So when you'll total it up, it'll come to a 6. Now 6 is Venus. Now I'm a 369 category person. The same goes with my husband. He's a 3 and a 6, and my daughter is a 9 and 9. So when you talk about a family, it is a set of 369, okay? Now Venus has a number allotted to it, which is number 6. So 1 is the sun, 2 is moon, then 3 is Jupiter, 5 is Mercury, then going to 6. 6 is your Venus. We'll not talk about 4 and 7 right now, we'll do it later. 8 is Saturn, 9 is Mars, 4 is Rahu, and 7 is Ketu. Okay, we normally don't set names on 4 and 7. We also don't set names on 8, but there are certain conditions in which you can go ahead and set your names on it. Okay, now talking about number 6, which is Venus. Now we've got this number which is 6, which is Venus. So say for example, I go to an astrologer, a great astrologer, saying I'm having issues and I need to go ahead and do a name correction. Now what that person would do, he would, okay, fine, see, I am a 3 and a 9, and great, he will go ahead and put my name on, one of these numbers with whatever kind of knowledge he's got. But if you'll go to an astrologer who is also a numerologist, as in an astronumerologist, who is following astrology to the T, what they would need to check, here is a secret. So whenever you're finding out how exactly a planet is placed for you, before going ahead and correcting a name, specifically baby names, when you're doing baby names, when you're having name corrections for, baby names, this is one mistake which you should not do. Let me give you a very good example. In my case, I have my name set on a 6, okay? Now what would happen, me being a 3 and a 9, I actually don't need the energies of 6, okay? Because somehow that's within me. My Venus is 18 degrees, it's the same Lagna degree. However, my Venus is placed in the 8th house in its own sign. Now why I'm mentioning this to you is, you have Venus here sitting in its own sign. So it's giving me a combination of 1 and 8, my first house and the 8th house. Say if I were a common person, this name would be extremely difficult for me. It would create a lot of ups and downs, a lot of surgeries, a lot of mishaps. But then why did I go ahead and keep my name on the Venus number? It's just because the degree of Venus as well as my Lagna degree, they both match. And secondly, Venus is my Lagna lord, and I'm in a profession which is related to astrology. What is 8th house? 8th house is the hidden secrets, the hidden knowledge. 8th house is Tantra. 8th house is the more and more which we, dig deep into something, that research, and that's what I am. That's the reason why I go ahead and put my name on a 6 vibration. So if you get somebody coming to you saying that they want to do a name correction, say you're doing it for a child is born on a 3. For example, you have Jupiter for the child placed in the 5th house of the chart. Amazing, you would say. Anyone would say, just go ahead and check. These are the good houses where Jupiter is good. Whether it's the 1st house, the 2nd house, the 4th house, the 5th house, and so on, they would tell you, and that is very basic stuff. Now you actually want to know what Jupiter will give this child. Say the child is born a 3rd and you want to see what exactly Jupiter would give this child. See the sign in which Jupiter is lying. Say for example, Jupiter is in the sign of Capricorn, that's 10 number. Do a little bit of research before taking information online or else consulting somebody. Be equipped with the basics of astrology, or else you will watch 100 videos and you will get nothing. You will do mistakes and you will keep showing your chart to 10 different people. So what you check first, you will check the date of birth, remove the birth number, the destiny number. Then you will check the 2 planets which are playing the most important roles, the first number, the second number. In this case, it is Jupiter. So now you will see the strength of Jupiter on the chart by not looking at Jupiter in which house is it sitting, which house is it placed. You will see the sign of Jupiter. See the sign of Jupiter. Say for example, it is 10 number. It is Capricorn. That means that placing the child's name on a Jupiterian number would be extremely bad for this child. Now, when I go, Jupiter is given specific points in every house, which is called the Ashtagvarga. On Astro Sage, if you put in the details for this child, you go into the Lagna chart, you scroll forward, go to the Ashtagvarga page, whatever is the Lagna. Say, for example, if he's got a 10 number in the fifth house, you will go to the 10 number position and you would check how many points are given in the fifth house for this child by Jupiter. Say, for example, the child is just scoring, you could say, 2 to 3 points in the Ashtagvarga. How do you think so this child is going to benefit? On the other hand, when you're talking about the birth numbers, he is not scoring good. Then the second step would be checking the destiny number. Now I'll tell you how exactly to do a destiny number calculation as well. So I hope you've understood the entire theory. What you need to check, first of all, the date of birth, get the two numbers, the birth number, the destiny number. Then get the set of, then you get the name out. You remove the set of numbers which you're getting from the first name and the second name. See how well is it resonating with the person. Then you correct it alphabetically. Then you come to a specific figure and see whether that's going to be good. And as per the astrological chart, you can go ahead and correct a name in this way. So this is what I had to share with you in this video. And please stay tuned because I would go ahead and share a lot more information about numerology. In the next video, we will do destiny numbers and how exactly to set a name as per destiny numbers. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe to my channel. God bless you.